This year, it's the Soldiers Draft. We are talking about relentless competitors, effort guys. The 2021 draft is in the books. The Bengals selected a wide receiver, a running back, a kicker, and 7 offensive and defensive linemen. Lap, what did you like about the draft?
I like that, Dan. I like the 7 big guys being drafted, and really a big reason that they got those 7 guys was the trade that they made. And they have Jackson Carman targeted. They had him as a guy that they liked, and they felt like they could get him by moving back. I think Jackson Carman, they're going to plug him in at the right guard position, see if he can do it. So they got a starter in the offensive line right there. And then moving back and getting the players that they got. They had 4 guys they liked in the 4th round, got 3 of them. You know, with their own pick, they get Cam Sample, who in my mind is almost like a 4th round pick. Robert Gathers can play on the edge, can pass rush inside if need be. He can do those kind of things. Tyler Shelvin out of LSU, the big guy, 350-pound guy. You know, put a license plate on the back side of him. Domata Peko, 4th round guy. Big run stuffer. A lot of similarities. You know, these big guys are like, are they athletic? Yeah. Watch tape, see how much they're on the ground. They got contact balance, you know, and he can hold the line of scrimmage or he can penetrate and disrupt. He's got pretty good first step quickness for a guy his size. And then in the offensive line, you go back to Deontay Smith, 35-inch arms, 85-inch wingspan. He's long and strong. Sample and Smith, they had big Senior Bowl weeks. They excelled, and they did pretty good looking at each other going on one-on-one, watching the tape of those two. That was a stirring battle. It's a pretty impressive group, and in my opinion, that's the nuts and bolts area of the draft, and it produces nuts and bolts area of your football team.
All right, so Lap likes the trade down that gave the Bengals 2 extra 4th round draft picks. How about you, Butch?
I love the board. I love the fact that they stayed with their board. You know, we can talk about this, did they follow up because they didn't take somebody here, and then put the trade down, they waited and got this guy? Well, your board is not their board. So, you know, you look back to 2018, we can go back that far. That's not 15 minutes. Go back 3 years ago. And they traded down, they got Jesse Bates, and they got Sam Hubbard in that group that they targeted. That worked out pretty well. You know, they met Saturday morning, and they were looking at tape of Dante Smith. They were looking at the Senior Bowl, like Lap said, 35-inch guy, all the dimensions. They actually had him at guard in the Senior Bowl, but they believe that he's going to come in and he'll be the 4th tackle and eventually start. And they were saying, they were watching him Saturday morning, they said, we got to get out of the 4th round with this guy. They targeted him. They got him at 139. They feel like they did not reach for any of the 7 picks, which meaning they didn't go above the grade that they had to fill a need.
Well, here's what stood out to me about the draft. Remember last year was the captain's draft? Yep. Every draft pick was the captain on his college team except for T. Higgins, and if he had stayed for his senior year, he probably would have been too. This year, it's the Soldiers Draft. We are talking about relentless competitors, effort guys, and that's not by accident. The Bengals believe that that is part of your DNA. By the time you get to the NFL at the age of 21 or 22, you're not going to learn to play hard. You've either got it or you don't. And you look at these guys. Jamar Chase aggressively attacks every ball in the air. Jackson Carman plays with a nasty streak that you need in the AFC North. Tyler Shelvin, the guy you mentioned, 350 pounds of misery for the guys trying to block him. Joseph Osai, no defensive lineman in this draft ran down more plays from behind with sheer effort than Joseph Osai. Cam Sample refers to himself as a big bully. Like I said, that was not by accident. That's the thing that stood out to me about this year's draft.
All the way to the 7th round. He plays, his hair's on fire. I mean, they do. They got effort guys then. They empty the effort bucket. I agree with you.
No question about it.
I'm just glad to have hair.
Same here.
I take that personally. For Dave Lapham and Geoff Hobson, I'm Dan Hoard. Thanks for checking out Who Dey Conversations here on Bengals.com.